Hey, what's up, everyone? Dr. Jordan here, and today's morning minute meditation on Monday is don't let yesterday ruin a great today, and just let it go. I fall into this a lot. I think of all the things that I could have said, that I could have done, the things that I wish I would have said a little bit differently, or maybe the things I wish I just wouldn't have said. Sometimes, it's better left unsaid than said. And when we dwell on those things, it can really hinder our today. It can really hinder what we are trying to push forward to. And it can just ruin our attitudes. We can go and think about the conversations we had yesterday. And if they weren't, like the most optimal conversation that we could have had, then we can fall into depression. We can fall into guilt, resentment. We can fall into all these things, and that does nothing except ruin our present moment and ruin what can be in the future. So, if you're like me and you dwell on things that could have been said, should have been said, weren't said, um, or shouldn't have been said, then just realize that those things are in the past. We can't change those things, but we can change our present. We can choose and decide to do something a little bit differently than what we had done before. Or we can even decide that, you know what, we're not going to do any of that anymore and we're going to make a complete change. But I would like to warn you not to do that unless you're like really gung ho about it. Most of the time, if we make just small, minuscule changes, 1% change every day, by the end of the year, you have 365% change. But it's not even that it's over 300% of a difference. It's the fact that that would be exponential because that is all areas of your life. But those smaller changes done consistently is what's really going to make the big, big, big changes in your life. Not just that one moment of complete overhaul, because most of the time those don't last. It's the consistency, the consistent small actions were going to lead you to the success that you're looking for. Um, but that all starts if you can let go of yesterday, because yesterday is in the past. And then again, don't be anxious for the future, but just live now. Of course, plan for the future, but don't live in the future. Live in the now. See where there are things that you can change, maybe, or maybe don't change at all, and let's see what happens. Instead of trying to make all these changes all the time, just sit with where you're at and let's see what your life will be like. So that's today's motivation. It might not sound very motivating, but it is. Just go out there, live your best life, be who you are meant to be. And if that means making no changes at all and just let your life settle for a bit, then have at it. If it means making some small little changes, go ahead. But stop dwelling on the past and what could have been and what should have been. And instead, let's start living now and for the future ahead of us. All right, Dr. Jordan here. If you need anything, reach out. I'm here for you.